Life is better out in Africa. Vegetation is fine like animals that run wild. Celebrations throughout the night. Check. And the nature is unlike no other. Life is better out in Africa. Let me show you what you got. You don't believe me? We can take a trip, just you and me. Let's go. Living a dream. You can too. Everything ain't what it seems in Africa.
Greetings and salutations, family. It is Alqamar coming to you live once again from Arusha, Tanzania, and I just want to share my experience from today at the Tax Revenue Administration here here in Tanzania. Um, so I am prepping myself to start my own spa business, right? So it has been a process. So it's been like 5 months in search of um, some solidified assistance in that arena with attorneys and people like that. And I just have been able the last 2 weeks get a hold of somebody real good. She hit the ground running. She's helping. She's assisting me. It's attorney. She's 2 thumbs up, right? Took me 5 months to find a good attorney, but I found one. And she's been assisting me. And she's done more in 1 week than anybody else that I've come across here in Tanzania. So yeah, she definitely gets the stamp of approval. Now, she has been handling all of the paperwork on my behalf, getting my business license, my tax paperwork, my tax ID number, my business incorporated and signed in under Umbrella, which is their automated account here in Tanzania for business owners. So she's been doing all that, hadn't had to do anything. But she called me last night and said, hey, they started a new process down at the tax uh, office, and I can't do this particular form for you. You have to go down there yourself because they have to fingerprint and take a picture of you for the tax records. Okay, sure, no problem. I got this. No worries. I can do it. So she told me, she said, get down there early because it gets busy. Okay, no sweat, no problem. I'm a big girl. Let me put my big girl panties on and let me go out here and handle this. Now, mind you, I'm going to a government office as a foreigner who barely speaks the language, right? And don't know a thing about the process. So I'm like totally in the blind. So I get there, and I got there at 8 a.m. She told me to get there at 8. Got there, was able to get some papers and form. I had to call her back to help me fill the forms out because there were some things on the form that I just didn't quite understand. So got through that, and so I have to go now to the office to turn my paper in at the for the people who's handling this particular part. Now, mind you, this place is already jam packed, right? So I don't know who's in line. I don't want to jump the line. I don't know. There's no numbers being taken. There's no sign up sheet for the next. You sign off. You know how we're accustomed to in the States. None of that. And so I get in there, and I guess they kind of, they look at me and tell I'm not from there, right? And so I'm waiting in line, and somebody comes up to me in line and tells me I have to go sit down and wait. So I said, okay, I'll go do that. I go and I sit down and wait. And then somebody else who I thought was like a security guard came up and said, come. And I went to her, and she was like, go to them. And I'm like, oh, there was like some girls just sitting. I thought they were waiting the same way I was. They had plain clothes on, they looked like they was off the street, like everybody else in the waiting room, sitting in the waiting room. And so I went over to them, and they started asking me. They didn't speak a whole lot of English, but they were like, "What are you here for?" And I was telling them, and they was like, "Give me your passport." Now, mind you, these are people sitting in a waiting room with plain clothes on. I thought they were just waiting to be served. But I realized something by being here is that you're going to have to trust some way, somehow, sometimes. There is no way to navigate this terrain as a foreigner who barely speaks the language and don't know a person in the office. So they're like, "Give me your passport." Taking a picture of my passport in her regular cell phone that was all cracked up. And then, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go with this because I don't know where this is leading. But lo and behold, to make a long story short, them two girls stepped me straight on through, you know, filled out the form for me this was an electronic form, clearly, that they went on to the government website because I was watching her as she was filling it out. And they took my form that I had with me and my attorney went over, and they transferred that information into this electronic form. And then they was like, "Okay, now wait." And so I'm like, "Okay." But family, it was, the point of it is, first of all, it's a process getting your business started here. Um, the cost is very, very affordable, but it is a process of going through the rigmarole because things here aren't as streamlined as they are back home in the States. Some places you can go and you can get, everything's digitized, computerized. But then there's others, like this government building that I went to. It was like a room. It had to be about 75 people in that room waiting to be served, and nobody had a number to pick when you walk in. You know how you go to the DMV and you go and you pick your number and you wait for them to flash your number across the screen and this real nice, cute voice to come on, serving C57. No, family. Don't expect any of that kind of treatment here in Tanzania. But the people make up for that times 10. Because when I tell you, they're not going to sit and watch you struggle. They not. I mean, you can look confused, and somebody's going to walk up to you and say, "How can I help you? You look like you need some help." And they're going to make sure you get the help you need, even if they not work there or they're just people off the street. So it was just an interesting dynamic. So I was finally able to, so they step me through it, got my fingerprints and all that done. I am officially have a tax identification number for Tanzania Revenue Authority. I have my umbrella, so I have all that done. My house is good, so I have all of the paperwork done. And so all I have to do now is find the location of my spa and furnish it, right? And then I'll be in business. So that's phase two. I just wanted to bring that information to you guys because it is exciting. I am still excited, although the process is tedious. I'm excited about the possibilities. And yeah, so if you are interested in doing business here, give me a minute to get going and get situated, and I could be able to step you through the do's and don'ts. But what I will tell you, what I don't recommend, is you try to do this by yourself. If you don't know nobody here and things like that, highly recommend that you find a really good, suitable attorney to assist you through the process because although I could have done all this on my own, it's just so many facets that are just so different than what we're accustomed to. And it's not as streamlined as we are accustomed to. So you'll find yourself hiccups and you may find yourself spending more money like I did, spending more money than what's necessary attempting to do it outside of the realms of how they do business here. So it's best to just let somebody else handle it for you, and you can, have some peace of mind and knowing that it's being done correctly, than to try to do it on your own and be messing up here and there and time wasted. Because it's been about almost 6 months now. Actually, next week will be 6 months since I've been here in Tanzania, and so I'm just getting situated enough to be able to start the process. And my goal was 12 months. I gave myself 12 months hitting the ground. By the time I got here, within the next 12 months, that my business would have been established and I would be running business. I still have a good, I could still meet that goal, but I really anticipated me being further ahead in the process than what I am currently. But those are just growing pains. So, all right, family, I just want to share that with you because it is bittersweet. It's exciting, and it took some doing to get here as well. So, wish me luck when you come to Tanzania, and you're looking for spa treatment, specialized spa treatment. If you know anything about me, I don't ever do anything typical. So this spa is not going to be your typical spa. I won't say any more about it. Just know that if you're coming and looking for a wonderful spa treatment when you come to Tanzania, keep me in mind. All right, family, take care of each other out there, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.
Everything ain't what it seems in Africa.